Hello traders, it's your one and only Forex Q coach Tim Legend, and I'm super excited having you guys here today on this strategy. It's a very wonderful one. I showed it to my traders in the general Telegram group, and you can see currently how much I've been increasing in profits with this wonderful strategy. Number one, don't get it twisted, is not a special strategy to catch just one or two spikes and run out of the markets. Okay, because I know a lot of people will be like, hey Tim, how did you get this huge amount, 1,000 plus dollars? Is not something I did in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, and also don't get frightened by the lot size I'm using. That's because my account is a large one, so that's why I'm using this lot size. But even irrespective of this lot size I'm using, these positions I opened them last night. All right, so it's currently 10 a.m. now, as you can see. So I opened it around 11 p.m. in the midnight. Okay, in the nights. So since then it's been running till now. All right, so don't get over excited like, whoa, this strategy is gonna make me millions now. Don't get it twisted. The strategy requires calculation. You have to calculate and know how to get the good entries. Okay, now this strategy has more things entailed to it. I'm still running in massive profit. This strategy has more things entailed to it. It's more than the moving averages you are seeing here. All right, if you are in my Telegram channel, you should have seen the picture that I posted. You would notice there are some other things applied to this strategy, but I cannot give you the full details of everything that applies to this strategy because there are certain things that have to be kept secret to prevent manipulations of trade against strategies. There's something we call trade manipulation against strategy. I don't know if you must have heard of it, and that's what happens a lot in the forex markets. When there is a powerful winning strategy, all right, that's a lot of traders are beginning to use to milk the markets. The market makers, when they get knowledge of that strategy, they can always manipulate trade to go against that strategy. So this has to be a secret strategy. All right, so I'm just going to give you the preamble of the strategy. You can just use this moving average. I'm going to show you how to get good entries with this one. Okay, but if you want to have the full details of this strategy to make it more powerful with multiple confluence, okay, then I would advise that you join the Boom and Crash Traders community. That is, you joining my academy so that you become part of my Boom and Crash Traders, because those are the only people that are qualified to have this strategy in full details. Okay, so let's get straight to the strategy. So in order to use this strategy, you first of all need to make sure you put your phone on horizontal. I'll just move it like this. Okay, so that you'll be able to have a clearer view of the chart. Then number two thing is your zoom level. All right, I'll take it deep in and bring it out one. Okay, that's enough. Okay, note the time frame has to be 5-minute time frame. Then you want to make sure you observe direction of the markets. As you can see, it's been an uptrending market, a super uptrending market. That's why you see me buying and making it. Okay, you can see where my entry has been. It was a very wonderful sniper entry. Okay, so then okay, you want to make sure you apply all the moving averages. Okay, all the moving averages of this strategy. So once you have applied the moving averages, now you need to understand, if you get to see, you notice that we have some moving averages that are very thin. You see the moving average, how thin they are, why these ones here are fat. Okay, you have to observe that. these ones are very thin, while these ones are fat. And if you notice, these ones that are fat are majorly serve as they serve as major support or resistance moving averages. If you get to see, you notice that this here price took this moving average here as support to push to the upside. Okay, you notice when price went up for a while. Let me just zoom out here. Let me just zoom out and show you something. Okay, you notice that after price took here as support and went to the upside, pulled back, and it took the pink moving average you see here as another support to keep pushing to the upside. So with the pink moving average being the one on the top of all of them, you see price trying to get back deep in, but taking it as support to keep moving to the upside. Okay, so finally price was able to get to a certain resistance zone. In case you also need to understand that your price action must be applied. Okay, so price took here as resistance and pushed deep down, broke out from the pink moving average and went even deeper. If you get to observe, you see that when price, let me bring this here, there's something I want to show you, that's why I just zoomed it out. Okay, let me take it. You get to notice that when price finally broke out of the pink moving average and went deep in, it took the other moving average, this one that is kind of, I don't know the color of this, what color is this, you guys know better. All right, so it took it as a support and spiked up again. Okay, note the time frame has to be 5 minutes. You can use 15 minutes or a higher time frame for your trade. Okay, but if you use the 1 minute time frame, you might not see it, you might not get good entries. Okay, so you see it took it as support and spiked up a bit, and due to there was no much liquidity from the bulls, the bears had to press down again and broke out of all the moving averages. Then it went down. So if you ask me how I took that entry, when I saw price break through the moving averages and went deep down, I noticed the first spike that took place got back into the zone. All right, it got back into the zone, that it crossed the green moving average, but the other moving average, this other colored moving average, resisted it. It served as resistance there. Okay, then I kept on observing. Price went back again, the bulls pushed again and went back into the green moving average, as you can see clearly, and this moving average resisted again. You see the first resistance here, and this was the second resistance. Okay, so when I observed that, I knew for sure that if there be another spike, it might likely break out. Okay, but if there's no much liquidity from the bulls, then the bears will have to keep pushing deep down. So I kept on observing, having the trade. Okay, so when I noticed that price got resisted again, when I noticed the first resistance and the second resistance by the same moving average, I knew that if there will ever be any other spike, it will have to break out of that moving average completely. Okay, because we know how I've taught you guys about the strength and weakness of support and resistance. Okay, if you've not watched it, maybe I'll put the link on the description below so you get to understand the strength and weakness of support and resistance. So I use that technique to understand that if there be any other spike from the bulls, okay, it means it will have to break out of this moving average. So I placed that trade. Okay, I placed that trade, and then the spike began. All right, so the moment the spike began, all right, I then had to put my stop loss at break even, and I expected that whatever will happen should happen. If price ends up going back to hit my entry level, then no problem, I'm not in loss. Okay, but the fact is that I took a good entry. At the end of the day, price kept on spiking to the upside, and I slept off throughout the night. I slept off, and only to wake up to see good profits. Okay, now I'm not advising you that you take trades and sleep off. Okay, You need to be experienced before you know how to do things like that. Okay, so now I just showed you how I took my entry so that you understand how to use the strategy. So you always understand that this large moving averages with their these three moving averages are the main moving averages that will serve as your real support and resistance. You want to always look out for mostly, okay, while other ones are also there to serve as minor resistance and support levels, because if you also observe, you will notice that price also takes them as support. Sometimes you see here it took it as support and spiked to the upside. Here you see price took it as resistance going deep down, so they also serve as various support and resistance zones for little or minor areas of the markets. Okay, so for you to be able to begin to look out for your trade, if you want to buy, okay, you always want to make sure you allow all the moving averages go below price. All right, you see prices, all the moving average below price, and it is a good buying order. If you want to sell, you want to make sure that all the moving averages go above price. Okay, they go above price. Is a very strong confluence if you have this main strong three moving averages really above price and you look for your entries to sell. Okay, so not just you watching the little moving averages and then you say, okay, let me sell. No, make sure you allow both these ones to also move above price, because they are very slow in movement. Okay, they are very slow in movement, but the thing is that the moment they give you the good crossover over price, okay, it is a good confluence to tell you that that is the main move of the markets. Like you see them, they are completely below price, and is a main move of the market to the bullish side. So if you see them above price, all right, is a main move of the bears to the downside. Okay, so you just want to make sure you follow those strict rules. It's a very simple rule. Let all the moving averages go above price before you sell, or let them go below price before you buy. And also apply your price action. Always make sure you trade together with the trend. Okay, why a lot of people blow their accounts is they want to buy, they want to sell, they want to buy, they want to sell, and at the end of the day you make some money and you lose it out again. Why not make yourself to be kind of a trend trader? If you want me to train you well, I would advise you to join my academy. Join the boom and crash traders community. Okay, and you will get to understand all the logics about boom and crash, the things that are hidden that you don't know, that people don't tell you. You get to see it and understand it. So for the full version of this strategy, because I told you guys that it's not just about the moving average, there are other things applied to it. So for the full version of it, I advise that you join the boom and crash traders community. All right, so if you want to join it, go straight to the description below and chat me up on Telegram. Okay, chat me up on Telegram, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. All right, now the settings of this moving averages, I posted it in my Telegram channel. When I gave you guys the last strategy I posted, okay, I posted all the settings of these things in my Telegram channel. So I advise you join my Telegram channel and go get it there. Maybe I'll have to re-update it, I'll have to repost it for you guys on Telegram so that you get all the settings there. Okay, so endeavor to join and get it all and be part of the winning team. Join the boom and crash traders community so that you guys will get to benefit whenever I create powerful strategies that are special for my students. You also be part of it, you don't miss it. Okay, so for the meantime, I remain your one and only forex skill coach, Team Legend.